Iraq's economic shifts, key updates on oil, banking reforms, and the dinar exchange rate. Iraq's financial and economic landscape is undergoing significant changes, with major developments shaping the future of its banking sector, currency valuation, and international trade relations. The country faces pressure from the United States on multiple fronts, while also making strides toward modernization and economic reform. Let's break down the latest updates, including the ongoing discussions around Iraq's oil exports, banking restrictions, and the much-anticipated revision of the Iraqi Dinar exchange rate. U.S. pressures. Iraq on oil exports and sanctions risks. One of the most pressing issues in Iraq's economic sphere is the increasing pressure from the U.S. regarding its oil exports. The American government has been pushing Iraq to resume oil shipments through Turkey, particularly those originating from the Kurdistan region. If Iraq fails to comply, there are indications that further sanctions may be imposed, which could negatively impact the country's already fragile financial stability. Given that Iraq relies heavily on oil revenues to sustain its economy, any disruption in exports could have serious consequences. At the same time, the Iraqi government is trying to balance these international demands with internal political complexities, especially the long-standing disputes over Kurdistan's oil revenues. The situation remains delicate, and any further restrictions from the U.S. could place additional strain on Iraq's economic infrastructure. Banking sanctions and U.S. influence on financial policies. Another major area of concern is the U.S.'s growing pressure on Iraq's financial sector. Reports suggest that out of Iraq's 44 banks, at least 28 are being targeted under new sanction measures. If these restrictions are fully enforced, the country's banking system could face major disruptions, leading to further economic uncertainty. The U.S. is pushing Iraq to curb its financial ties with Iran as part of broader geopolitical strategies. This includes tightening control over financial transactions, restricting access to U.S. dollars, and limiting Iran-linked banking activities within Iraq. If Iraq does not comply, further financial penalties may follow, potentially affecting its access to international markets. Positive economic developments, growth in tax revenues and financial reforms. Despite these challenges, Iraq's financial sector has shown promising growth. Recent reports highlight a 22% increase in tax revenues, totaling approximately 4 trillion Iraqi dinars. This boost reflects the government's commitment to improving financial transparency, strengthening economic policies, and modernizing its institutions. Furthermore, Iraq is undergoing a fundamental transformation in its banking sector. Authorities are implementing key reforms to make financial transactions more efficient, secure, and transparent. A significant part of this effort includes educating citizens about the changes and preparing them for a more modernized financial system. These reforms are expected to improve investor confidence and lay the foundation for stronger economic stability. Iraqi Dinar exchange rate. Is a change coming? One of the most closely watched developments is the potential revision of the Iraqi Dinar exchange rate. Speculation has been circulating for months, with increasing indications that an adjustment may be on the horizon. The government appears to be preparing the public for a possible shift, and financial institutions are undergoing restructuring to accommodate the anticipated changes. While there is no official confirmation yet, many analysts believe that Iraq's ongoing economic reforms are setting the stage for a reevaluation of the dinar's value. If this happens, it could have significant implications for investors, businesses, and the overall financial system. Debunking misinformation. No new U.S. currency. Amid ongoing discussions about currency valuations, there have been rumors about the introduction of a new U.S. currency, often referred to as the Busan. However, these claims are entirely false. The U.S. Department of the Treasury has confirmed that there are no new forms of currency being introduced. Additionally, there are no secret exchange centers, special contract rates, or hidden opportunities for currency traders. It's important for investors and the general public to remain cautious about misinformation. Currency exchange processes continue as usual, and there are no drastic changes expected in the way financial transactions are conducted. Iraq's global integration. Adoption of international accounting standards. As part of its broader economic reforms, Iraq is planning to adopt international accounting standards by 2026. This transition is expected to enhance transparency, attract foreign investment, and align Iraq's financial sector with global best practices. By implementing these